All right, this weekend, dozens of vintage planes flew over the most restricted airspace in the country, the National Mall in Washington, D.C. The Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association arranged the flyover to celebrate 85 years of general aviation, meaning planes that are not military aircraft or commercial airliners. CNN aviation correspondent Pete Muntean, captain, was among those there. He flew his single-engine Super Decathlon, and he's joining me right now. That must have been so exciting, Pete.
It was incredible, Frederica, and I have flown on a few different continents, on different countries, a few over New York, LA, Chicago, not really ever over my home city of Washington, D.C., although I have flown over D.C. in a practice flight for this very event. That was really scaled down, pretty small. This time, the buzz was really electric, all 55 planes, and I could see the crowds on the ground there on the National Mall. I could see the cameras, and the highlight was really being able to broadcast live from my airplane to the AOPA live web stream. And here I am talking to Tom Haynes, aviation journalist, and a name longtime CNN viewers might be familiar with, Miles O'Brien, who are on the ground hosting this. Listen.
Hey, Pete, loud and clear here. How goes it there?
Man, this is so awesome and surreal. I'm looking right at the Air and Space Museum, where I would go with my late parents who instilled a love of flying in me. They followed through. I see a lot of young people down there, and for the young at heart, it is never too late to learn to fly. Come and join us. General aviation is the coolest thing, the ultimate freedom. We have it so good here in the United States of America, and we're so thrilled to be able to share it with you all on the ground.
Pete Muntean, you are really the face of aviation in many respects all over the world, and you definitely practice what you preach.
Thank you, Miles O'Brien, my mentor and pseudo-dad and uncle. It is so cool to be able to talk to you on the radio. You can see me right here in the smoke of Philip Steinbach. And we are passing, we're right abeam the Hirshhorn right now, and here comes the right turn. We'll see you guys later.
Safety 3. All right, I'm getting ready, Pete. Have a safe flight.
Later.
Okay, clearly I was really excited, and I felt like the crowd was kind of in there with me, Frederica. This was really something so special, and it was so rare to be able to do this. And the idea really was to bring aviation to the people. Inspiration was really the mission here, because we need more people in aviation. There's a shortage of pilots, there's a shortage of mechanics, there's a shortage of air traffic controllers, and so the goal here was to inspire just one of them. That would make this a success, although I think we inspired a lot more people by doing this.
I think you did, and I'm telling you, there isn't a more beautiful city to fly over. I mean, first of all, as just a regular old passenger, I love just, the flight that the commercial flights will take just over the Potomac to see that view. But what you saw was absolutely spectacular to be right over the mall. How great. I think you probably inspired a lot more pilots and anyone else who wants to work in aviation just by virtue of what you just showed us. So then tell us how difficult it was to make this happen, because no one gets to fly their plane over the mall, this restricted airspace, except for this event. What's it take to make it happen?
Herculean coordination is what I would call it. And there was 14 months of planning here by the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association. The pilots were really handpicked by AOPA. You don't have to be a professional to fly like one, although a lot of professionals in the pilot group here. All 55 planes were also inspected really heavily by the Secret Service ahead of time. There was a dog sweep. There was a lot of coordination also with the federal government, with the FAA, the TSA, Customs and Border Patrol, Secret Service. It all really came together for this incredible moment so people could see this.
Oh my goodness, fantastic. Okay, and so I did like a little thumbnail sketch of what general aviation is, meaning, not military or commercial, but is there more to it than what I explained?
General aviation is kind of the most accessible form of aviation. It is aviation for everyone. And so we're talking about the airports that are in your backyard that have a flight school. It is the stepping stone for a lot of people to bigger and better things. But really, for a lot of us, it is the way to enjoy aviation just for the thrill of it. You don't have to be a professional to fly like one. This is the way to do it. For me, It is a family tradition, and the big thing here is I fly in honor of my parents, Scott Muntean. My dad, he died of brain cancer. He was a pilot. He died when I was 12. And then my mom, Nancy Lynn, she was an aerobatic pilot and air show pilot. She died in a plane crash when I was 18. And I felt it was so fitting that they were able to give aviation to me, the greatest gift I could ever possibly receive. And really so fitting that this was on the day before Mother's Day. I felt like my mom and my dad were in the airplane with me. I was with one of my best friends with me in the airplane. It was so, so, so incredible. And my mom's big crusade was trying to get more women and more people of color into aviation because the representation there is really disproportionately small. And so hopefully we're able to change some of that. The big thing here, take a flying lesson. If you get to your local airport, try it out and see it. If you've ever been thinking about it, I said in the air, you're not too old to try and you're not too young to try. We try and hook people early, but you should really try and do this soon.
Oh, wonderful. Your enthusiasm is contagious, and I love the legacy of the Muntean family. How beautiful. And yes, both of them were in the cockpit with you. Pete Muntean, thank you so much for sharing.
Anytime.
Really appreciate that.